We've heard numbers at the national level in terms of fundraising. What does it look like at your level in the state of Wisconsin in the past 48 hours?
The Democratic Party of Wisconsin has seen small dollar contributions flood in. We've raised more than $250,000 in the last 48 hours. This is something that was not in our plan, something we did not expect. I can't think of another 2 days like this.
Put that in context for me. How big of a deal is 250 in 48 hours?
$250,000 would have been a good month in small dollar contributions earlier this year.
That's Democratic Party of Wisconsin Chairman Ben Wickler just moments after Vice President Kamala Harris's rally just outside of Milwaukee, officially launching her presidential campaign in Wisconsin this past week. The shakeup coming just days after the Republican National Convention in Milwaukee, both parties now in Wisconsin attempting to present a united front in this key swing state. Andrew Iverson is the executive director of the Republican Party of Wisconsin. Andrew, good to see you. Welcome back.
Thanks for having me.
Let's start with this top of the ticket and the change that we've seen this past week. I'm curious from the Republican perspective, specifically here in Wisconsin, how has Kamala Harris at the top of the ticket changed the strategy for Republicans?
Well, I think the biggest difference is they may have changed the name of the candidate at the top of the ticket, but the race stays the same. The Biden-Harris administration has been a complete failure abroad, between the disastrous withdrawal in Afghanistan to the issues at the southern border to our economy. And Kamala Harris has to own the fact that she's been a part of that administration from day one. And secondly, before she was even named as vice president, she was named by a bipartisan group that she was the most liberal U.S. senator in the U.S. Senate.
Let's talk about the money. We just heard Ben Wickler say in the 48 hours after Biden dropped out, state Dems raised $250,000. He said that was a significant amount for him. I'm curious from the counter perspective from Republicans. Is that a big deal, $250 in 48 hours?
Well, I would argue that the Republican Party of Wisconsin has been very wise with our money. We've been stretching our money a lot further than Democrats have. Democrats have been relying significantly on out-of-state money. In fact, the vast majority of their money has come from out of state. And I would say that that money reflects the values and positions of far-left Democrats. So we just opened up over 30 offices. We're opening up a Hispanic community center next week. We're being lean and mean, and we're going to get the job done in November.
Let's talk about that. Our editorial partner, WisPolitics.com, first reported on the new overall fundraising numbers for the first 6 months of the year, reporting that state Dems outraised you, Republicans, some 14-1. Is that significant in terms of needing money to win elections?
Well, like I said, we've been very respectful and wise with the money that we get from our donors. Democrats have been funded by out-of-state money. You look at one of their donors, for example, gave, I believe it's about $5 million this year, is Reid Hoffman. Reid Hoffman, one of his associates, said that President Trump's assassination attempt was set up, for crying out loud. So we look at the donors that they have, we look at the values of their donors, and we think it's very clear to Wisconsinites who their money's coming from, versus who the Republican Party of Wisconsin's money's coming from.
Have you significantly changed this for the state party, how you're campaigning, the ground game from 2020 to where we are today?
It's always improving. So the concept remains the same. It's about face-to-face individual conversations. That's what's going to make a difference. So that concept remains the same. However, our technology always improves. So the walk apps that we use as we're knocking doors has only gotten more and more efficient as time has come on. With
Kamala Harris now at the top of the ticket, does this make it more difficult for Republicans in Wisconsin to win?
I think it just changes the scope of the messaging. Before with Biden, it was about his incompetency, but now it's just a different name with Kamala Harris, and she was part of that incompetent administration. So I think we just need to inform voters of the differences in policies between Kamala Harris and President Trump.
You were appointed executive director earlier this year. I want to give you a chance to respond. By some, there's been calls for your resignation or for you to be fired from the group Souls to the Polls here in Milwaukee. They do voter outreach. They give free rides to the polls here in Milwaukee. They pointed to text messages that became public that you sent in 2020 when working for the Trump campaign, where you reportedly suggested finding Trump people to use Souls to the Polls on Election Day and said, "I'm excited about this week. Havoc." The group said this is an attempt at voter suppression of the black vote. I'm curious, was it?
This was a joking idea taken inaccurately, and the facts bore that out. What I say is to look at my record. You look back in 2020, I advocated for the opening of the Black Community Center in the north side of Milwaukee. Just last week during the RNC in Milwaukee, we hosted Senator Tim Scott for an event in that office. And in just a few weeks from now, in early August, we'll be opening up a Hispanic community center. So minority outreach is important to me. It's important to the Republican Party, and it's important that Republicans take our message to all voters across Wisconsin and all communities.
I want to talk about that. You have the Outreach Center on the north side, the Hispanic Center that's opening next weekend. What is success for Republicans, for Black and Hispanic voters in terms of the margins from what we've seen in previous elections?
It's all about making improvement. That's really what it comes down to is when you have a state like Wisconsin that's going to come down to 20 to 30,000 votes. Most presidential elections have been decided by 1 point or less. And so improving our margins anywhere and everywhere across this state is what will make that difference. So conducting that outreach, having an office, having a presence, holding events, and getting our message out to all communities is going to make that difference for us.
Trump said Wisconsin now needs to vote for him because the convention was here. Does that fall on you?
Well, we've got our work cut out for us, and we're going to work hard every day. We've got about 100 days left, and we're going to boost that energy that we got from this convention to make sure we win in November.
Andrew Iverson, Executive Director of the Republican Party of Wisconsin. Andrew, thank you so much for your time and perspective.
Thank you.
Up next, the first new snapshots, new polling giving the first glimpse of the Trump-Harris matchup. And this weekend, the Marquette Law School poll is in the field. Poll Director Charles Franklin with us next.